guys, this is Eric Carnover from Nerdy Geek Talks. First of all, your nerdy geeky needs here with episode 65 of Steel City Bots. Joining me tonight, I have lovely co-hosts Jared. How are you, Jared?
Doing good. Doing real good.
So that's good. That's good. And Miguel, how are you?
I'm doing all right, although my leg is asleep right now, so I'm
Oh
I'm not
no,
as good as
Oh.
I could be, but that will be fine in a couple of seconds, hopefully.
that is terrible. It's one of the worst feelings. Okay, maybe not the worst, but it's a pretty bad feeling. But yeah, that is it for tonight. We are slightly short-staffed, but that's okay because we're awesome. So we've
hmm
got this. Miguel, do you want to take us into our history lesson for today?
Sure. So on we are recording on
It's
we're recording
tomorrow.
on we're recording on the 25th. These history lessons are for the 26th of November.
There was nothing good for the 25th that I
On
saw.
November 26, 1960, Greg Berg, not Greg Berger, Greg Berg, the voice of Igor from Dark of the Moon, is born.
Happy 58th birthday, Igor. I did this only because Studio Series is making Igor, so I felt like I had
Yeah.
to.
Igor has been vindicated and will finally get a figure after. When did Dark of the Moon come out?
2012. 6 years.
All right, so after 6 years, Igor will finally have his debut.
Congratulations, Greg Berg.
And this next bit of history, which kind of shocked me because I remember what is now 8 years ago on November 26th of 2010. Transformers Prime premieres on the Hub with the preview airing of Darkness Rising Parts 1 and 2.
Wow. I did not watch it when it debuted. I watched it.
Same.
I didn't start watching Transformers Prime until season 2 started.
I was ready and available when this came out, and I remember at the time I was living with my grandparents, and they had the Hub, but
Ah.
I was visiting I was visiting other family who had Discovery like family or whatever
Mm-hmm.
prior, but when I showed up they didn't, so I remember having to wait until the episode showed up online
Uh,
to watch it and was very like annoyed. But I very much enjoyed what I was seeing and was very excited for the toys to come out, which was fun when first edition barely showed up and then didn't actually come out with the Voyagers and most of the other deluxes until like a year later.
I never even
how
saw
old
any
were
of the
you
first editions.
at this point?
I was 15 when Transformers Prime came out.
Hmm.
Transformers Prime was my um, high school like Transformers experience
Uh-huh.
between the toys and the show and everything. So
Jared, you should have checked our Toys R Us like a year or two after it started. They had the first edition deluxes, at least some of them. I know they had Cliff Jumper, because that's where I got my Cliff Jumper.
Well, there was like a big
And B.
there was like a good 15-year gap between like the first like between between one visit and the other for Toys R Us.
Wait, between
For me,
what?
between visits, like between like one time shopping at Toys R Us and the other, because like other than like recently like figure hunting with you guys, like I was not in a Toys R Us for like a good like 10 years or so.
Oh, wow. I did not know this. You should have. You could have gotten a first edition Prime figure. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. But, you know what figures you did get? Whatever you
Yes, I.
got this week. What is that?
Okay, starting off light, I got Cyberverse Acid Storm because um I saw it. I wanted it because I already had the Starscream, and yeah, she's a nice figure. Um, if you have the Starscream mold, you already know what to expect. Cause like figure wise, like to a collector, they're not. It's not that good. But that pretty much goes to show for like any Cyberverse figure except for Shockwave.
Are you going to modify Acid Storm like you did your Starscream to have individual legs?
Probably.
Cool. What else did you get?
After that, I got. This makes Eric super upset. I got Revenge of the Fallen Starscream from Studio Series.
I'm ticked
Um,
off because I literally went the 2 days in a row the day before he got it. He got it. What day did you get it? Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Or was it.
um,
What day was it? Or was it. No, it was like Monday or Tuesday you got it.
it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday because I had Wednesday off.
Yeah, I checked Sunday and Monday, and they did not have it. And then he goes in Tuesday, and they have it.
Yep, they have it, and I went on my 30-minute meal because I was working, and I saw him, and I'm just like, yes. And then like I got back to my break room and I sent the message to our group chat, and I saw how upset I unintentionally made Eric,
Intentionally or unintentionally?
actually, because I had no clue that you were there 2 days prior.
Yeah. Well, even one day prior. I went 2 days in a row. Two
Yeah.
days before and the day before. That's what made me mad is I checked twice. And my girlfriend who was there with me both times was like, there's no point in checking 2 days in a row. And then there wasn't that. But then literally the next day, they had
You should
it. I
have
was like,
checked 3 days
"Come
in a
on."
row.
Yeah, I know.
You,
But anyways, how do you
um,
like him?
I like him a lot. Not, I'm not. I don't have the same opinion that Soundtrack does. Mainly because there's no purple on him, even though he claims that there is. Um, yeah, I like him. I am kind of tempted to take some of my silver paint and like paint like all the gray, like the gray on the jet mode,
Uh-huh.
like silver.
That would be
Um,
difficult.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to, but I don't want to because of all the like Cybertronian tattoos on him.
Yeah, that would be really difficult, but really cool if you pulled it off.
Yep, if I pulled it off, it would look awesome. But
He's not
I
that
am
shiny
not
in the
that.
movie, though, is he?
No, I don't remember at least. But yeah, he also does come with another like forest backdrop. So if you got Prime, Megatron, and Prime, Revenge of the Fallen, Megatron, and Revenge of the Fallen Starscream, you got 3 of the forest backdrops. So you can really like go all out on the forest scene.
I can't wait for the upgrade kit that gives him his wrist gun
Oh yeah,
that he needs, because he has those chain guns on his wrist. Is what he should, or at least does he have it on both or just one?
for
The
Starscream.
yeah, the student. No, he doesn't. He doesn't come with it. He's supposed to in the movie. He has them.
Mm.
The original toy had it on both hands, but in pictures I only see it on his right hand, so I don't know if he had the gun on both hands in the movie or not. I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, continuing on, um, I with hanging out with Eric Tanner and one of our Eric Tanner and John, who you know from
Holocron
one of the other pod.
Yep,
Yeah, Holocron Herald.
or Mandalore Mandate. Take your pick.
Yep. We were hanging out. We went to Walmart, and I got the Walmart G1 reissue of Hot Rod, which I literally just opened up out of the packaging today because I was debating on keeping him in box, but I decided, nah, I'm gonna take him out. And yeah, it's not bad. It's a G1 figure, so you know what to expect. But yeah, it's nice to just have him displayed next to my Optimus because they look real good together. They look real good together. And last but certainly not least, I got Studio Series Dropkick from the Bumblebee movie, and he's really nice. He's a really nice figure. His transformation, I have to say, is can pretty much go hand in hand to Titan's Return, Trigger Happy, just like some of the like the little tricks that it pulls off. And I'm like, whenever you get him into his helicopter mode, it is so thin. Like I was not expecting to be like to have it as thin as it is. One little nitpick that I have that's probably just with my figure, is that the like there's little panels in his robot mode that like fold over his back almost. Um, they're not they're on ball joints and they're not the tightest in the world, and they can be kind of easy to pop off during transformation. So that can get a little annoying, but that might just be with my copy of the figure. But all in all, though, he's a really nice figure.
Nice. I'll go next since I only got one thing. I actually got the. Is it called Awesome Mix? No, Retro Rock Garage, Volume 1. I got. So. Oh, no, Volume 2. The Bumblebee, uh, Transform Coordinator. The Volume 2 set of the Bumblebee, which is the gold Bug Bumblebee, the Bumblebee movie figure, with the other cassettes. The cassettes I have not messed around with much yet, but they look cool. I mean, they're literally just the same as the other one, just one's the original color, one's the new evil Decepticon counterpart, so that's cool and all. But this is my first instance of getting the Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee mold, and I gotta say, I'm blown away. This may be the best Studio Series mold so far, just because Jazz is also up there, but B has ankle articulation a little bit forward, a bunch back, and he has side to side, which I mean, Jazz also has side to side, but he doesn't have forward and back. But then Bumblebee has a different, like a swappable face. He's the gun arm that you could swap out with the regular arm, and then the forearm blade, which, man, I gotta say, all these accessories, like, this is peak in terms of, I also really like his transformation and such, so, like, I feel like this is peak, Studio Series, in all honesty. It kind of makes me a little jealous for Jazz that he didn't get an alternate head, because, he has the visor, and then the visorless, he appears with both, so, like, that would have been cool, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, this mold, I mean, this is the gold, so I don't have, like, the yellow, the actual version, the actual, screen-accurate version yet, but, I'm very, very impressed with how much more I like this mold than I expected I would. I expected it to be good, but I'm, like, he's really, really fun. You don't want to put him down, so I don't know if I like him better than the Masterpiece or not. Having the Masterpiece, only because I think he's more fun to just fiddle around with, and he's smaller, so it's easier to just carry him around and stuff. So I don't know, but he could very, very easily make my top toy list of the year. I mean, I don't think he won't get number one, but he could easily make my list. So, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty happy with that.
I'd have to say, for me, because I also have the movie Masterpiece and both retro and the movie
Regular.
accurate
Yeah.
regular Studio Series. I have to say I like the Studio Series a little bit better, mainly for the fact that if I'm carrying him around, it won't take me a half hour to transform him.
See, the movie Masterpiece isn't that hard to transform. It's not the easiest transformation, but it is not that long. You exaggerate.
Yeah, but I'm slow at transforming my figure sometimes.
True. In all fairness, the Studio Series is, it has a bit to it. Not as much as the movie Masterpiece, but it does have a bit to it for the transformation as well. So
Hmm.
there's that. Miguel, what did you get this week?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a slight panic moment where I disabled my microphone and couldn't re-enable it and got scared. But it's back. Nothing really Transformers like toy wise. I've opened plenty of stuff that in my backlog, and in doing so, I've damaged something while removing it from its package, which is annoying, but I'll deal with that. The only thing that I really picked up were comics. I picked up Optimus Prime number 25 this past Wednesday, so that's sort of bookends any new issues for the IDW universe as it stands. Transformers Historia by Chris McFeely is still coming out, which that'll, from what I understand, will be truly the final issue of anything dealing with this, or at least aside from like trade paperbacks and stuff. But like after that, last new material, and even then, it's recapping the universe at large. Yeah. Besides that, some water in my basement, which kind of messed up one of the bookcase that I have there. None of my bots were affected, thankfully, but that's annoying, and I'll have to deal with what that might mean for where my collection resides, because if this is going to be a continued issue, I don't really want to keep my bots in the basement.
That is certainly an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish you luck with that.
Thank you.
Hey.
How did you like Optimus Prime 25?
I really enjoyed it. I think all three issues for the finale, sort of Unicron, Optimus, and Lost Light, all three of them very much hit on different notes that I thought were good as far as endings were concerned. I think Lost Light still stands out as the best of the three, which is surprising for me personally, because up until now I've been pretty lukewarm with how Lost Light's been going. But that final issue really like hit it home for me. Unicron, I think, kind of the landing was less. They didn't nail the landing as much as I wanted them to. So I was a bit disappointed with Unicron number 6. Optimus Prime number 25, though, I was very, very pleased with at the end of it all. So yeah, if you're someone who hasn't picked up their copies yet, do so. If you're someone who hasn't read any of the IDW comics at all, I would definitely say when you have some time, and if you want to, if Cyberverse isn't doing it for you, or you just want to read some good Transformer stories, definitely go back and experience that universe. Just because it's officially ended doesn't mean that it's not worth going through. And hey, maybe for some people it's like, well, I want to take a shot at it right when it's done. It's like, it's done now. There's a beginning, middle, and end. You can read it all and then not get sunk into it. Continuously coming out. You can block out a week if you're capable of doing that. And just read comics.
Yeah, I think my favorite was probably either Optimus Prime or Unicron. Lost Light was my least favorite out of the three. I still thought it was good, but I don't know. I just wasn't like, I don't know. It just wasn't as remarkable as I expected it to be compared to the others, but I don't know. I still liked all of them for sure, though. But anyways, moving on to news for this week. Oh, I was going to say, what's the first one? In the spirit of the holiday that just passed by for everyone who is in the U.S., we just had Thanksgiving, and for the Macy's Day Parade, there was no Transformers floats. But for the parade in Detroit, the 2018 Detroit Thanksgiving Day Parade, there was a giant Optimus Prime float, which was awesome. And in fact, I actually did see it on TV. My cousin actually, literally, like, we were sitting at the table, and my cousin pointed, he's like, hey, look at that, and it was flashing over to the Detroit Parade, and there was Optimus Prime, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So, I appreciated that. That made me happy, because I was thinking that during the Macy's Day Parade, like, man, they should have an Optimus Prime float with all these other floats they have. But, yeah. Did you guys see it or no?
Before seeing the video on Twitter, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it the day like live. It was just afterward that like people were like, "Oh, look, there was a float," and I was like, "What?"
Yep, I thought it was a good design. It's the Evergreen, I believe, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not. I don't think it's. Yeah, it's not Cyberverse. It's the Evergreen. Anyways, next bit of news, random bit. Botbots. There are blind pack Botbots. There's a problem with these blind pack bots. They appear to be blind. more than other blind pack items that we buy. Yeah, so for tiny turbo changers and like tiny tines, all that other stuff, there have been machine printed codes on the outside of the packaging. So if you know the codes, you can figure out which toy is inside and buy the ones you want. The problem with this is, it appears from the promotional material that's been sent out to various Transformer sites and such, that that is no longer the case with these blind pack Botbots. They are actually having the code printed inside the part where you have to open. It's on the paper inside the part that the cardboard that flips up when you open it to get the toy out. So yeah, you can't do that in a store. You cannot open the packaging in a store. So therefore, you cannot see the codes as of right now. It's possible that maybe they'll put it on the outside for that this was an early batch, and that for the main batches in stores they'll put them on the outside. But as of right now, you know, you might want to just order a case. Or is there actually 24 characters in it? Yeah, there is. So if you
Looks
order a case, you could get every single. You're guaranteed to get every single one you want. If there's some that you don't, you could sell those off. It's up to you. You know, you can decide. Oh man, some of the ones I have are in the. Oh man, I love the Stinkosaurus Rex. But anyways, there's only, I think I only have one that's in the blind pack. I have Skills Punk, the game cartridge. Everyone else I do not have as of yet, at least.
I got the I have the skills punk uh
I
Dimlet.
was gonna say I know Dimlet showed up in others, but I don't have Dimlet. I'm like looking. I don't think.
Sippy slurps I got.
Oh you, oh you did?
Yeah, I actually
Not the pop one. That's not the pop one, right? That's a different one.
yeah, it's a different one. I can right here.
What pack was that in?
Um not Techie Team.
Toilet Troop?
No, not Toilet Troop either. I have the thing right here. Sugar Shocks.
Oh, I didn't know you got the Sugar Shocks.
Yeah, I got it last week.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, yeah. So there's a couple reused, but a lot of them, you know, are in there. So are new that are in there. So that's cool. But yeah, so not exactly the best news, but it's possible the situation could change. We don't know because they haven't actually hit retail yet, but we'll have to see. Also, I'm insanely jealous of the Bot promotional material that was sent out to all of the gift box that was sent out to all of the Transformers media sites and such. It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, could not ask for anything better than that. It looked amazing. So many Botbots in it, but I'm insanely jealous. Out of all the promotional material stuff that's been sent out, that is my favorite. Even I love the Bumblebee movie box, and I even had a letter from the director. But like this tops it for me. But speaking of the Bumblebee movie, here's something else that frustrates me. The Bumblebee movie is getting an early access screening on December 8th, and you get a free tiny turbo changer, which would also make my day if I could go to one. The problem is
Same.
there aren't any near me.
Same. Well, except I think there was one like by Mount Washington or something.
Yeah, that's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I checked. I checked Pittsburgh and I checked Purdue. Let's see. I want to say that there may have been one in Indianapolis, which is highly unlikely, but I'm still debating if I should try it. If that even is there. I could be wrong. And for me, that's not a short trip. But let's see. Wait. Okay, anyways, I'll check back this later. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can make it. Doesn't look there's any near me, and I would love the freaking tiny turbo changer. Is it? I don't see a pricing now, but didn't somewhere say that it was $20?
I don't know.
Which isn't terrible for seeing a movie the instant early and getting a tiny turbo changer, which is how much does that one for? Like $3?
4 or 5, 3 or like between like 3 and 5 or something.
So yeah. I would love to see it. Is December 8th? What day of the week is that? Is that a Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Oh, I know why I can't. That's when my pre-review is, which technically isn't mandatory. But anyways, yeah.
Um,
So
ooh,
it's
I
happening.
wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to go there anyways because I'm going to Steel City Con. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
I mean, you could go to Steel City Con first. It's at 7. Steel City Con's all throughout the day, but you know, you're not gonna. I wouldn't expect you to go to West Virginia for it.
No.
Miguel, are there any near you or no?
Right. The AMC right like nearest to me has it. Thankfully, I don't know. I was just gonna check to see if they still have tickets.
Are you planning on going?
Maybe yeah. I don't know. Part of me it was more like I was thinking ahead. I was like work might do me in, and I might not be able to go because of that. But like beyond that, I don't see why not.
I will be quite jealous if you go, and I don't, because I'm assuming I won't. But you know, it is possible. Also, oh my God, that thing you tweeted at me is amazing. He just tweeted at me. It's a Marvel Legends Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure body painted in R2D2 colors with the head swapped out for an R2D2 dome. And it's awesome. That's the most amazing thing ever. Anyways, back on topic. Yeah, so if you're going to that, if you can go to that, definitely check the link, which is in the show notes, to see if there are any showings near you. And if you are going, definitely tweet at us at Steel City Bots. Let us know if you're going, because I will be quite jealous of you if you are. But speaking of the Bumblebee movie, we got a couple trailers. Some interesting for certain reasons, and some for others. First off, the one that's linked is a Play-Doh trailer. Yes, the Play-Doh show presented the Bumblebee trailer. They made the Bumblebee trailer out of like a Play-Doh stop motion, which is also kind of cool because Travis Knight this is his first time not doing a stop motion animation movie. That's what that's what he's always done until this movie. This is his first live action debut, so that is a little cool to see. It is a little weird also, but cool nonetheless. And then there were some other TV spots which seem to indicate, especially from the rumors that they are part of actually the reshoots that came later on, that the Bumblebee movie is implying that Bumblebee was sent to Earth in the 80s, like as the movie starts from Cybertron, because we get to see him on Cybertron. We get to see the Cybertronian form in person, because we saw it in hologram previously. And Optimus Prime places his hand on his shoulder and such. Nothing too big, but then yeah, we get to see him launching in like escape pod thing, and heading off to Earth. And yeah, so that would seem to indicate this is a soft reboot, not a prequel to the Bayverse, because, well, one, the prequel comic indicates that he's there before the 80s for this movie. The prequel comic for this very movie indicates he was there before the 80s doing spy stuff. And the Bay movies indicate that he participated in World War II. So there's that. So yeah, it's a little fuzzy as of right now, but it seems that signs are pointing even more towards than before that the Bumblebee movie is indeed a soft reboot and not a prequel, which kind of worries me because I'm excited for this movie, but like the fact that it has so much in December going against it, it doesn't have Star Wars, but it has Aquaman, which is seeming very strong for audiences. Into the Spider-Verse, which is not the same weekend. Aquaman's the same weekend, but it's only a few weekends beforehand. So there's several movies that I feel like could easily overshadow this. I certainly hope they don't. I hope this goes well. I'm just quite nervous, but I am also quite excited to see the movie. So yeah. Did either of you guys watch the trailer?
I'm pretty sure I do, but I can't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you see the Play-Doh one?
No.
It's weird. It's cool though. But yeah, I highly recommend checking those out for sure. Anyways, moving on from that, we have news that the Bumblebee 2-pack that was revealed previously that has the VW Bug B and the Last Night Deluxe Bee. One, we now know, which maybe we knew before, but Miguel and I didn't notice at least, that this Bumblebee movie Bee has the rust paint on it, specifically in alt mode is where you see it most. There's a little bit on the chest, but it's mainly in alt mode, which Dakar is also doing a special redeco of, but this is in the 2-pack, so it actually is different from the retail beat, which is nice because I didn't think it was. So that is cool, but the main thing that's revealed is that while previously it was a Kmart exclusive in Australia, it is now a Target exclusive in the US, and it's available on their website currently, which, as of this recording, has buy one, get one 50% off on Transformers. So if you're listening to this on the day it goes up, assuming it goes up Monday, you have the rest of the day to order that if you like. I'm quite interested in this 2-pack. I really do. I'm kind of hoping it goes on sale later, because it seems like it should be readily available, but I don't know if I want to wait, so we'll just have to see. I want this toy. But yeah. So there's that. What else? Oh, and then moving on to some third-party news, also Bumblebee related, but this is specifically not Bumblebee movie related as previously discussed, because this is in-hand prototype pictures of Toy World TWFS03 Mercedes, which is their Bumblebee from World War II in Studio Series scale, which is the one that I still want to see in color. It looks decent and all, but we are getting a Studio Series World War II Bumblebee. This has the correct alt mode, though, and it also has a battle mask, which is cool. It looks very tiny next to Megatron, as it should. But yeah, again, I do like the battle mask. I don't think that was previously shown off, so that is cool that he comes with that. But I'm still holding off until I see colored pictures. And possibly a review, because this transformation could sway me one way or the other as well. So, but yeah, did you guys see this? Any thoughts on it? I mean, we've basically already seen this. I think it's literally. I think the only new part, literally, is the mask. So, but yeah. But the more interesting thing to talk about, coming from the same company, Toy World, is our next item, which is their. Also in their Studio Series lineup is a World War I triplane Starscream, which is, some people are saying that it wasn't in the movie. It is displayed on, I believe, one of the pictures in The Last Night that's on the wall, one of the many. I believe it is in there. If not, I think it might be concept art. But either way, it's somewhere. So it's Starscream turning into, yes, a World War I triplane. It also comes with, a lot of people haven't noticed this, a Blitzwing head from the Bumblebee movie.
Yep.
And an alternate Starscream head, which has a gas mask, which looks like a grunt from Halo. So, I'm really digging this. Also, I haven't seen... Have you guys heard of the fact that this is maybe a Build-A-Figure?
I've heard a rumor, but
I heard
I
someone
saw
saying that
something.
as, like, fact, but I have not seen anything to actually indicate that is the case.
Same.
I don't know if anyone has. If you have, please tweet at me, at Eric Crowbar. Let me know, because as far as I know, that's not actually been said anywhere officially. That might just I've only seen people saying that as a guess, or like saying that because they heard that from someone else. I haven't actually seen a real source for that yet, so I would love to know if that's the case. Because if that is the case, then yeah, I'm probably gonna buy that B whether I want it or not. If this is just in their series as a single figure, bought easily. If it's a Build-A-Figure, probably bought. But not definitively, I don't know. Yeah. How do you guys feel about this? Do you want him or no? Really? It looks so cool. I mean, I really want to see what color scheme they go with, too, but...
Same. Once I see the color scheme, if I like the color scheme, then I'll get it. Definitely, but as of right now... Maybe, maybe not.
Wow, I don't think you appreciate this coolness of this, Jared. Just saying. It's so cool. You sound so, like, just unimpressed. It seems sad. Miguel, do you like this?
I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but
yeah, that's fair.
I definitely think that it's cool, because I remember when the pictures first cropped up and people were like, "Oh, it's a biplane or whatever, Starscream." I was like, "Well, that's neat." Um, and then we saw the pictures where it was like, "Oh yeah, it's actually like it transforms into Dorito Scream's robot mode." I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
"Wait, what?" Um, like the fact that it gets so many of the details from the '07 movie design. I'm just like, "Oh, that's pretty neat." And then the fact that it comes with Blitzwing's head, which seeing it now, I'm just like, that's such a Starscream head. Like what?
Yeah.
What did they do? Like I can see bits of it where you're like, okay, you could probably make the case that it takes cues from Blitzwing's G1 head, but like,
I mean, in all fairness, I'm pretty sure Starscream also has that head in the Bumblebee movie. The Cybertronian footage made it look like he basically has the same body. Like it basically, Starscream has blue, but he's the same as Blitzwing in the Bumblebee movie, except he's the Cybertronian version. But they're basically making out that Blitzwing isn't like his own form in this universe. He's just a seeker, but also maybe a triple changer, which is the interesting thing. So, yeah. But, anyways, I am happy with this figure. I'm very curious to see how it goes in terms of its release and such. Speaking of third party, we have some new decos for their Masterpiece Skids mold, and they are called Herald, which is crosscut, and Taiho Police Deco, which is basically the police deco you've seen on every Autobot car. The Prowl has it. There's Cordon, which is the Masterpiece Sunstreak repaint, is the police. There's Clampdown from Sideswipe. Who else am I missing? There's at least one more, isn't there? Thought there was another. Maybe I'm wrong. But then there's this, which I gotta say, I do like Crosscut, but it doesn't have. It has flat red pieces instead of like it has silver, but then it has flat red, and I really wish it was metallic red, like the Thrilling 30 figure. So, gotta admit, I'm not as into it as I wish I was. Initially, whenever Skids was announced, I was like, I'll wait for the crosscut, and then this crosscut doesn't have shiny red, and it doesn't look as pretty. But that police deco, looks quite nice to me. Does the police deco have its own? Because I know the crosscut and Skids version both have their own scooter with it. I don't see any pictures with the police deco having it, but also I don't think there's any physical copy of the police deco yet. They're all renders. So, I don't know. But I do like the police deco. I'm surprised they did it. I mean, yeah, it's quite interesting. Which do you guys prefer, the police deco or crosscut?
I have to say I have to go with the police deco.
It's quite interesting. Also, I don't think there was ever a toy that actually had it. I think they're just taking it from other toys. I could be wrong on that, but that's how it seemed from what I've seen people saying. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think the Deco was based off of some movie.
yeah, that's also possible.
Yeah, I think it's based off of the Carney movie. Yeah, it says it in the article that you have linked here. Is meant to reference manga and anime series You're Under Arrest.
Oh, Oh, and it's supposed to include a pair of human-based figures from the main characters of that series. So I'm guessing it would be really cool. I'm guessing it won't have the scooter in that case, but it'd be really cool if it had the scooter and they could ride on the scooter.
Yeah, I don't know. This G1 the G1 Skids design always really appealed to me for whatever reason. The way that X Transbots have done it here in Masterpiece scale, I didn't quite love it when like the pictures I saw of Skids, and I'm feeling this pretty much the same way about Crosscut here. Like I'm not digging at least the robot mode. The vehicle mode kind of looks fine. And so like I guess if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the police one just for like looks, not even like understanding the homage.
Yeah, it just looks.
But
Cool.
that's give me that deco and for the Thrilling 31. I think.
Oh yeah, that'd be the real.
We were talking about pre-show because Zeus recently got the crosscut.
Because I brought it up on Twitter, and then he was like, "Curse you for making me think of this," and then he bought it. So I succeeded in making him buy a pretty toy. I would love to see. You know what I would buy if they did it? Is if they repainted this mold as Roller from Age of Extinction. Is it Roller? Rollbar from Age of Extinction. Because that was the last use of the Thrilling 30 mold. Was painted as the race car from Age of Extinction, the white with the purple that Shane drove whenever they're in the field. They released that with like the rusty Evasion Mode Prime in a platinum set, along with, was it a Dread that they put in that set? I think it was a Dread. Yeah, they put a redeco of one of the Dreads in that set, along with Rusty Prime, and then they have that Thrilling 30 with the race car deco, which I really dig. So, as of right now, I think Police wins. But if they announce a roll bar, that'll get me to buy the toy. Just saying. I mean, if it's a movie, because technically that'd be Movie Masterpiece, even though it would not fit with. It would fit with Movie Masterpiece, and well, no, it really wouldn't fit within alt mode because that wouldn't be the alt mode it had. But still,
only you would figure out how to convert this into a Movie Masterpiece release.
It'd be Movie Masterpiece toy homage, but like it wouldn't be screen accurate. But you know, it is what it is. Then last but not least, we have a weird bit of news, which is not new. I actually checked out the original link that's in the article. It's from like 2016, I think it was. But it's just this. I want to say it's a concept, like a 3D model concept. I don't think it's actually been made.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, you did last week?
Yeah, I talked about this last week.
Oh,
the
darn.
washer and dryer.
I want one. Yeah, the washer and dryer of Optimus Prime. Oh, I did not know you talked about this week. Well, then I'll take it out. Okay.
The conversation kind of ended with basically. Was it Zeus or was it Chris? Was Zeus on last week? I don't remember anymore.
He was not.
Yeah, people were asking me basically whether or not I would, if this was in Nemesis colors.
Yeah, I remember that now.
If I were to get it, because I was saying no, this is tacky and this I wouldn't get this, and then they're like, what if it was in Nemesis colors? So I'm like, I still wouldn't get it.
Oh, I so would. I might even get it in the regular colors. It's one of those things where it's so tacky that I actually kind of like it. But I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I'm not denying it's stupid. It's very stupid, but also very cool to me. But then, yeah. So, moving on to, since that technically doesn't make the news now, moving on to more third party, let's switch over to pretty pre-orders. Jared, what are our pretty pre-orders of the week? We have 3. Your job is difficult this week.
Yes, it is. Not really. First off, we got Make Toys Cross Dimension Buster Stealthwing, which it just looks awesome. I have to admit, it looks really cool. It's a who is this?
Jetfire. It's the Make Toys Cross Dimensions Jetfire, which they're doing a regular version of, but the black version's coming out first.
Yeah.
But the main appeal is something that was not previously known about this figure. We knew we were getting this figure a while ago. Then we saw that there was a dark deco a while ago, which was also cool. But I just assumed it was because they just wanted to do a black redeco, because they've done that for every toy except Megatron.
Yep.
Every toy being 2 of the 3 they've released. But they are apparently also doing a Black God Bomber that we've seen at TFCon now, too. We haven't seen it in God Bomber mode, just attached to Thunder Erebus. But, yeah, we found out why they're doing the Black Deco. And it's not just because Black Jetfire looks super, super cool. Because it does. No, it's because it can combine with their Striker Manus.
Yes,
and
it can.
Looks fantastic.
I wonder how it would
Noir.
look. Yep, I was about to say, I wonder how it would look with Striker Noir, because they're both like the black repaints.
You don't have to wonder, it's in the pictures.
If you scroll down to the fourth picture
picture
for the the pre-order listing that Eric has.
He has the red sword, gun sword, and he has the double sword. That's him combined with Striker Noir.
Huh.
Now,
I am quite happy with it.
A couple of pictures down, it has there's one in the crop of pictures with Thunder Manus, Striker Manus. He's got a red sword. Is that one of the ones that comes with Noir?
Wait, in the picture with...
So there's the first...
Yeah, that comes with Noir. And that gun. The gun that Prime is holding and the sword both come with Noir. So that isn't... Yeah, because we had the debate because the double-bladed sword, not the red gun sword, that comes with Striker Noir. The double-bladed sword looked like it was one of the single swords that comes with their Power Master Prime. Yeah, the God Bomber with the armor comes with that sword. But this is a double version. So we were debating, like, is it just reusing that accessory, or does it actually come with a new sword or double sword? And yeah, Miguel checked the description, and it does come with the, well, now it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that here, so I don't know where that's...
Where was it that you saw that?
I saw the BBTS listing that said he came a double sword, and then he came with a broadsword.
Yeah.
TF Source just lists Buster Stealth Wing, his 2 arm cannons, and his 2 laser rifles.
Which combine with the arm cannons, yeah. So it doesn't say that, but the Big Bad Toy Store listed the double sword, and it said a broadsword, which I don't know what that is. So I want to know what the broadsword is. I would assume the BBTS listing's right, because that double sword doesn't come with anything else as a double sword. It looks like it's molded. Like, I don't think it would say double sword if it came with 2 of the God Bomber swords that combined. So I'm guessing it does come with that. I'm curious what the broadsword is.
So yeah, for people who might not get, it's like, okay, why does Jetfire come by, or like why this version of the stealth version coming out first? The stealth version very heavily seems to borrow from the deco of Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire, and now this combining gimmick just makes it ever more so clear. It's that the homage here seems to be Jetwing Prime from Revenge of the Fallen, which now marks the 3rd Jetwing Prime homage that will be released next year.
Yeah, which is awesome. 2019 will be the year of the Jetwing Optimus Prime.
10 years after Jetwing Optimus Prime originally came out.
And I am so okay with that.
Sam, I still need to get Striker Manus. Like
I have Striker Noir, and I'm literally debating getting Striker Manus just because of this. I
would implore you to hop on it, because the Chosen Prime had it on their part of their Black Friday sale for $77, and it sold out.
Yeah, it's still been like 80 or 85 most places, which is the regular price, but
right. So it's still available, but like when I saw it for $77, I was like, oh, I should go get that. And then the moment that I added it, that I was like, oh, I had this in my cart. I went and I got a notification. It's like, one of the items in your cart sold out, and I'm like, no. But I
cannot
picked it up
recommend the mold enough, for sure.
I mean, and what is it? This Buster Stealth Wing showing up, and then people kind of going off in our group chat of like, oh, how would it look with Noir? Eventually led to all of us discovering that Noir is sold out everywhere, and furthermore, now goes from $120 to $200 on the aftermarket. Yeah,
and I gotta say, I am so glad I got him for $90 when he came out, because $80 is what Striker Manus was, so it's that mold plus the loads of awesome accessories he comes with is well worth $10. So I got that, and then yeah, just the fact that he goes for so much now, I'm so glad that I picked him up when I did.
Part of me feels that when Buster Skywing, the normal version of this, comes out, I wouldn't be surprised if in turn Make Toys reissues Noir as well.
I kind of hope they do. It's such.
So do I. I definitely. I have Manus coming in, and I'm gonna kind of leave my judgment there until I mess with the mold. But everything I've heard, I don't necessarily think it would be a bad idea to double dip. And then
no,
if well, that's also assuming that the Buster mold for the Jetfire is actually good, because the last thing we is for everyone to get really hyped and then the thing sucks.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Don't even say that.
Just be like, oh my god! I just thought like if somebody like went out on eBay or something like that and got like that Striker Noir for like double the price, and it turns out that Buster Stealthwing like sucks.
No, but looking at this, I kind of was wishing that they would do reissue Striker Manus in like metallic colors.
Ooh.
Like, just because I think that would look cool. Like, I would because I want to go back and get Striker Manus, but if they just re-released it in metallic colors now, I'd pre-order it and be very happy. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think they will, especially now. Just seeing with all the pre-orders they have up and stuff, I don't think so, but I'd totally go for it. I'm also just curious what the regular color Jetfire will look like with this, or since the regular Jetfires, white and red, how that would look with Striker Noir, if the black and white would look really cool or not. So, I don't know, but I'm very, very happy with this pleasant surprise. Anyways, Jared, what is our other two pretty pre-orders of the week?
Next up, we got something from Toy World, and that is or Toy Wolf rather. It's Toy Wolf W Dirty Man, which is a toilet that turns into a robot.
Dirty Man is a toilet that comes with a plunger, toilet paper, and poop in the toilet, and turns into a samurai thing. And it is wonderful. Oh my god, it's $95.
That's what I was about to say. Like while you guys were talking about the Jetfire, I opened this up to just be prepared, and I was like, $95? What? No.
Why is it $95? Also, shout out to TF Dream Factory Steel Claw. I didn't know that was up for pre-order. Otherwise, I would have added it in their movie masterpiece Bone Crusher.
Oh, wow.
That's only 120, which is not bad.
Compare that. Steel Claw is 120. Like, that makes sense, and that's actually comparable. Like that. Like that. This thing. Like, how big is Dirty Man supposed to be?
It's 4.8 inches tall in robot mode.
So it's like a Scout class figure. I'm not paying $95 for a Scout class figure.
Why is it that expensive? That's so dumb. I would buy this if it was like 30, 40.
I mean,
40's pushing it.
It's coming out next month. By this time next year for Black Friday, this probably be on deep clearance.
Yeah.
It better be, because it's like it's this really cool thing, but ugh.
Wait until like July when it gets knocked off, and you can get it off Taobao for like $15.
Totally will go for that. Yeah, this is such a cool thing, but like, God, why is it priced like that? That's absurd.
Why is Dirty Man $95?
Dirty Man should not be $95, but Dirty Man is an awesome name. Something that's a little bit more reasonably priced, though. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Price tag is dirty for that.
You know what doesn't have a dirty price? Our next pre-order.
No, it does not. And too bad Soundjack missed out on this episode.
Yeah, I only put it in here because I knew he'd kill me if I didn't.
Yeah. Last but certainly not least, we have Toy World's. Now this actually is Toy World's TWGS02 Whiskey Jack, which is their take on a Legends class scaled Wheeljack, and it looks really good. I'm most likely going to get this figure.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it, but it looks cool. Maybe I'll get the exhaust version, which this is $5 more than, so...
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's cool. It's a thing.
Is this the Wheeljack version of Waste Gas?
Yep.
Okay, get Waste Gas. He's got a better name.
This is true.
Yeah.
He is named after whiskey, which is kind of funny, so...
Yeah.
What's next? Oh, next question. Next thing is question of the week. Miguel, what is our question of the week?
Our question of the week, which isn't attributed to anyone.
Oh yeah, I just
Um,
came up with it.
so, one Eric Crownover from Pittsburgh asks, uh, "What is another thing, quote unquote, from the movies you would like to see resurface in multiple new iterations, like the Jetfire Prime combining gimmick from Revenge of the Fallen?" So basically, take something that originated in the movies, a concept, and have it basically come back out to the greater Transformers universe.
Yeah, since we are
Although,
getting the 3 versions of this thing next year.
well, Jetfire, a Jetfire combining with Optimus, that's an Armada thing.
But people are, yeah, but people are homaging the movie version.
Right,
But
the
that is
movie, so
true.
the black, but yeah, just wanted to caveat that.
That is fair, though.
Something from the movie. I mean, one thing that I can say we, as of this point, we really haven't had is them pulling out, and this is more a character than a concept, but just the idea of a police car Decepticon. Like, Barricade pretty much has just remained within the movie universe.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, and as of this point, we don't have official confirmation that he is indeed showing up in Siege, even though all signs point to yes. Like, we'll finally have him bring back out, and we do have he does have a evergreen design that showed up in that one mobile app.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
maybe, like, that's the concept I still want to see kind of flourish, but we're getting there.
I think I would pick either Baby Dinobots just for the heck of it, even though that's probably not my favorite thing. But I just think that would be I think that's a cute thing that could carry over into shows well. But the thing that I'd probably pick is like the whole KSI drones being made from the Transformers, like Stinger, in particular Stinger. I want Stinger to be a thing. I think Stinger could totally be a better rival to Bumblebee than Barricade. I love Barricade. I'm not saying get rid of Barricade. I'm saying Barricade can probably stand on his own soon, because he's been like the poster child Decepticon for the movies. Uh, but Stinger, I think, was always a cool thing where it was just this anti-Bumblebee in like a Nemesis Prime way, but not literally a copy of, like, not a Nemesis version of Bumblebee. So I think that would probably be my pick, is the whole idea of Stinger slash just the Nemesis versions that aren't Nemesis, that are actually different bodies, but like clearly meant to be the enemy
Okay.
of that. So yeah.
There's like part of the KSI, the whole thing of like, oh, mass producing Transformers, like that's been done before, but that specific aspect of it where it's like they're recreating, like, not just Optimus, because Prime did that where they made Nemesis Prime,
Yeah.
but like doing everyone, like, I think that would even be cool if they,
Yeah.
or at least a lot more of the named characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think that would be my interesting thing I would like to be taken away. Jared, how about you?
For me, I'd say probably like that thing from the last night where it's like the World War II Transformers and like pretty much like Transformers and like major historical events, probably like the Civil War, World Wars, the Revolutionary War, and all that good stuff. Like, I kind of like to see like the Transformers integrated into that somehow, like how they did with the movies and like other continuities.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Because I mean, like 20 more World War II Bumblebees. Why not?
In all fairness, the lockdown thing originated with animated, but like lockdown the face gun.
Oh yeah.
Totally want more face guns in the future. That should be a thing.
Yeah.
No, but like Lockdown as a character, honestly, feels like one of the most. I think he's the most intimidating movie villain in the
Mhm.
Transformers franchise because he's the only one that like literally couldn't be beaten head on in a fight.
And
But
he did like Megatron kind of like didn't want to completely destroy Earth because he wanted to rule it. Lockdown could care less about any planet that he invades, like as
yeah,
long as he gets his bounty.
well, he wasn't even invading the planet. Yeah, I was gonna say he's just going for his target. That was cooler. He's just merciless, and he even talked about how like don't care about the cause. But
Yep.
yeah, I am now adding a word to the this week's mascot because
I
of
was
something
I
that
was
has come up.
considering doing
But
that.
I was gonna do Toilet Bisque as this week's mascot, but no, it is overpriced. Toilet Bisque is this week's mascot. So yeah. Um, Other than that, that's about it for this episode. So make sure to share this out with your friends and everything. You can find us, subscribe to us, Podbean, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all that good stuff. And YouTube, you can subscribe to Nerdy Geek Talk, and you'll get all of our podcasts, especially this one. So definitely do that. Follow at Nerdy Geek Talk to see what shows go up, and at Steel City Bots will usually tweet also when the episode goes up, and also some interesting content. Usually Soundjack puts up, sometimes me. Personally, you can follow me at Eric Crowbar on Twitter, at Aramis Prime on Instagram. Plenty of Transformers stuff there. You also find me at Eric Conover on YouTube. Trying to get something up there. We'll see. It's more likely that I'll probably start in the new year, but in terms of consistency. But I'll probably have a thing or two before then. So, yeah. Miguel, where can people find you on the interwebs?
People can find me on Twitter at Logos Minor, where lately I've been I've continued to complain about work, and started to and will continue to post some stuff that I'm putting up for sale, just to kind of clear some more space out.
Oh yeah, if you like Marvel Legends, definitely check out my Twitter, because I'll have a bunch of those up for sale. Also other
All right.
stuff too.
Don't further plug me. Just crane in here and be like, hey, buy my stuff. Don't buy Miguel's shit. Buy mine.
Yeah, buy some buy some Power Rangers from Miguel, and then once you have your Power Ranger fix, buy some Marvel characters from me. There you go. That's fair, right? You're not selling any Marvel characters, are you?
No. I all the Marvel Legends that I do own, I'm keeping for myself.
I didn't know that you had any. Well, that's a lie. I know that you have one at least.
I have a few. Pizza Spidey, the old Venom, Carnage, Mysterio,
The old Carnage or the new Carnage?
the new Carnage.
Gotcha.
I just picked up PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's an
Big
awesome
game.
figure.
But
Wait, did you say Scarlet Spider?
no,
Oh, you didn't get one.
No, the only Scarlet Spider I got was the one that I sent you.
Oh, for some reason I thought that you got one too.
No, I've been kind of eyeing to see, because I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'll pick one up for myself. But like, I knew you were like, I need it, so I was like, hey.
Yeah. That's quite kind of you. Thank you. Jared, where can people find you on the interwebs?
First and foremost, you can find me on Twitter at Jared Proco. That's where I'm at all the time. So if you want to get in contact with me for anything, that's your best shot. Other than that, I am on Instagram at JarPro00. I'm in a bit of a slump right now with my Nightbots because the camera on my phone busted. So I can't take pictures. But all the pictures are completely, extremely out of focus and fuzzy. So I can't do any Nightbots for now. But I am currently saving and working to get a phone for like Cyber Monday deals. So pretty soon they'll be back up and running. But yeah, it's gonna be probably a couple more days. at least till I can get those back up and running.
Fair enough. I think that's about it for this week. So, yeah. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Also, we should have an NGT reviews this week, at the very least. Maybe a Holocron Herald if you're lucky. It depends how... I have 3 weeks of school left of the semester, so... It totally depends on how my schoolwork is going, in all honesty, on how much more you get. But you should get an NGT reviews at the least, because it's been a while since we did those, and those are actually relatively easy. So, yeah, that's about it for this week. Thanks for listening, and see you later. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, for Chris, bye, Nora.
Yeah, bye, Anara.